Hey, good morning. It's Sunday morning, and we have some not-so-breaking news by now. YouTube's Susan Wojcicki is resigning. This clip is from Timcast IRL, where his panel is discussing this story, or at least trying to launch it. Let's take a listen.
We got this from Vox.com, our favorite lefty news source. YouTube CEO Susan Wojcicki, is that how you say it?
You know, I saw this piece, I saw this
but
story
there's a
earlier
C there.
today, and I thought,
She's resigning, by the way.
Tim
I don't
knows
wanna-
how to pronounce this name, because I sure don't.
No, because I've heard it pronounced so many different ways. People call her Wojcicki, but I'm like, how is it Wojcicki? It's Wojcicki. Wojcicki.
Susan, come on the show and tell us.
It's
It's time. Unless she thinks she's got an NDA.
But she's resigning.
Okay, hold on for a second. Let's see if we can help Tim out, because every non-Polish person they could possibly have on that panel mucked up this woman's name. And yet they have Luke Rutkowski, not only a Polish immigrant, but a native speaker. He could have easily cleared this up. Tim, you could have done phone a friend and have Luke pronounce her name correctly for you. So we're going to help you out since you didn't ask Luke. First, the sort of easy Americanized version, then an actual Polish version. Here we go.
Wojcicki. Wojcicki.
Wojcicki. Wojcicki.
Here are the two very subtle differences there. The man pronounced her last name with a hard W and a D or T separating the first syllable from the second syllable. The woman pronounced the first syllable much softer with a soft W, and there's no D or T. She just runs right through the rest of the name. All right, now that we've cleared that up, let's let Tim tell us, the essentials.
One of the most prominent women in tech, one of Google's earliest employees, is leaving the company. So I suppose the question is, are we happy about this, or are we worried about this?
I'm neutral about it.
Yeah, I think this is, it's the devil you know versus the devil you don't. Who's going to replace her, I think, is the biggest question, because the next person could be even more heavy on the censorship ban.
Do you think it was Susan? Do you think she was heavy?
I think she was,
definitely.
but, she was definitely, but Google was as a whole. But are Google and the other tech companies starting to realize that this is not a good business model? Because they're all laying off a ton of people right now. So
They subsidize YouTube.
What do you mean?
YouTube is subsidized by Google, by Alphabet.
Yeah.
But it generates a ton of revenue, billions, and they strangle out the ad market by running the system.
Tim makes a really good point there, and it's the point that all YouTubers should be considering. Will the ad market open up, and will revenue truly be offered to a wider range of channels, or will they crack down even more? And who's going to spearhead the new effort, whatever it is? Let's let Tim find out for us.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. Is like as the file sizes increase, we have to hope that the technology can continue to increase.
Yeah.
So you have to balance
Do we
both.
do we know who's replacing this lady? It's
Yes, it's someone
it's in
internal.
there.
oh
Yeah, it's a
blah
guy
blah
who's
blah
in there.
blah blah.
He's like the
during her
communications
time,
director
blah,
or
blah,
something like that.
I
Yo,
forget
come on,
his
give me
name.
the-
Wait, I have it.
You have it.
Well, at the
It's just really
post-millennial,
annoying
we put it
when-
nice and up top.
Yeah,
and
right.
If I don't remember.
Neil Mohan. They
what
put it in
it
the first
is.
paragraph.
There it
Neil
is.
Neil
Okay.
Mohan.
Yeah, that's his name.
Do we trust this guy?
He's been working with her for a while, apparently. He's been with the company something like 8 years.
Yeah.
Is
but,
he woke?
We don't know anything about him.
Is he a cult member?
We don't know if he's going to continue the censorship reign on YouTube or not. We have no idea. It's interesting, though, because there's so many things coming into that space to rival it.
And so there you have it. The person who is going to replace Susan is Neil Mohan. And who is Neil Mohan? Neil Mohan has been none other than YouTube's CPO for the last 8 years. And it remains to be seen what it means for run-of-the-mill YouTubers. Will ad revenue increase, or will it increasingly be limited to larger channels and national corporations? Only time will tell. I want to turn the corner and just remind you that we have a poll going through the end of February, and it has to do with what to do once the Amazon Smile program ends. If you're not aware, there has been a quiet donation from this channel to the Amazon Smile program supporting a small women's shelter, and they deal with women who have been caught up in domestic violence and trafficking and drug abuse and homelessness, all the things. So please do head over to the community wall. I'll leave you a link in show notes. And beyond that, I also want to say that this shakeup, if you will, might explain some of the troubles that some of us had on Friday. There were glitches in live streams and connectivity issues. And then this morning, I found a comment from well over a year ago by a user who has not commented in, 10 months or something like that. I have found other listings recently that have never shown up on my studio, but all of a sudden are popping up. So if you posted a comment and I didn't respond to you, it probably didn't get deleted. It probably never showed up in back office. And this has happened more than once in the last, 2 years or so. So I apologize for that. I do try and stay on top of it. I do try to answer your comments, questions, and concerns when you leave them. So do speak up, do engage in conversation, and that's it for the show. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate it as always. God bless you, and I'll see you real soon.